crushing it on Wednesdays. Do you hear me? Shut up, Nayka. Let's go. Men's what up? Ain't different. Listen, it's women crushing it Wednesdays. OGs hooking up in the kitchen. Call it being range. Nayka's opinions leave you kids days. Men's O's an unforgettable fighter. With a fist raised, we talking offensive defense. Cause if you get knocked out, it's all in the pretense. We put lights out like D10s. Christine, so pristine, you gotta respect the queen's gift. Just sit back and enjoy the views. Opinions are plentiful, but it's for y'all to choose. Women crushing it Wednesdays. Let's get into it. It hit different.
Everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. Yay, yay. I'm here with my girl Nayka. Nayka, how you doing, girl?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We haven't seen you since last year.
We haven't been on here since last year. So this is our first this is our first show of the year.
It is the first official show of the year. Yes, it is. And it's going to be a banger. It is going to be a banger. Absolutely. Thank you to Arte de Tere that does our video. And of course, Almighty Kane that does the intro. He always does a damn thing.
How smooth it was.
So smooth. And Crystal, she's out. She may pop in a little bit later. But we're here and we have a great guest.
Yes, we do.
A great guest. So let's get her on.
Okay, let me change the screens.
Alexis, how are you?
I'm good. I survived the Texas winter storm, y'all.
Oh my gosh, barely. We barely survived it.
Made it.
Barely. So for people that don't know who you are, let's let them know. And then they can also go back and, anyway, they can go back to the zone and But anyway, so let everybody know who you are.
So my name is Alexis Araiza Moniz. I am a professional boxer out of Fort Worth, Texas. I just fought January 3rd, right? First fight of the year. Already started off the year great in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
And I fought someone, of course, that most people know. Her name is Ebanie Bridges. She was a former world champion. And I went in there and I think I saw belt to ass.
Belt to ass.
Yeah, so I was in there. I fought. My record now is 4-2-1. So it definitely, before the fight, I was 3-2-1. So I definitely went in there as an underdog and I made it happen, and I think shook quite a few people that were definitely not expecting that for sure.
You didn't shake me. I knew it. So for a lot of people, people look at your record like they did. They looked at your record and they said, "Oh, comeback fight for Ebanie Bridges. Look at her record. Yeah, and we got this. We got this." People don't realize things like that sometimes happen. Now, explain to us about the record and how it may have happened. I mean, we're not criticizing anybody. We're just saying this shit happens sometimes, and then we got to turn it around.
Yeah, definitely. So my career started off really rough. My first fight was a draw, and then my second fight was a loss. Third fight I won. Finally got in the winning column. So definitely has been a rough start. Business, and what I found, boxing business is really cutthroat. Very, very cutthroat.
Yes.
And even when you have a promoter, even if you have a manager, you have a team, you have to realize at the end of the day, you always have to make the best choice for yourself, because not everybody has that same best interest like you do for yourself, right? So there's definitely been some changes and well, changes in the team, changes in the gym. So, that's been happening little by little, and now we're fully new team, new everything, new gym. And hey, we performed and we scored this huge upset that
Yes.
very few people expected. And it's really great. It's like I've said, yeah, like I think I was on a podcast the other day, and it was explained kind of like, they thought it was going to be a walk in the park. They just really thought it was going to be like they were going for a walk in the park, and I was like, and I jumped her, like we jumped her,
Yeah. Yeah.
because they
She,
just
she went in
were
the
going
wrong
for a
alley.
stroll.
The
Yeah.
wrong alley that night.
And I will say, I'm very respectful, guys. Everybody,
But you can
I
talk
have
your
nothing
shit.
but,
No, you can talk your shit.
I have nothing but respect for
We
anybody
will.
that I fight,
Yeah.
that I've ever fought. But this was a big deal. This was, when you think of it, I had no business being in the ring with her. She's had what, 9 and something, or how many fights she's had? I barely had 6 fights. And my record wasn't 6-0. It wasn't 5-0. I was 3-2-1. I had absolutely no business being in there. They thought this was gonna be an easy comeback fight. I've seen plenty of interviews and stuff. They didn't think I was gonna make it past the fourth round,
No.
third or fourth
How did
round.
that make you feel though? Like that you just not, listening to all the interviews before the fight. Because a lot of fighters don't watch interviews. They kind of try to like keep, you know,
Yeah.
just stay in like, tunnel vision. But you would say you were watching interviews before the fight.
So I can say I didn't really see too many interviews beforehand with that type of uh trash talking maybe going on, but afterwards, then I was just kind of like, what? Where was this before the fight? But
Mm-hmm.
even afterwards, hearing it, it didn't bother me. I already knew this.
Mm.
Whenever I got the offer, I was excited. I was hyped because
Yeah,
I
Yep.
I'm
know
gonna beat her
exactly.
ass.
Right, I know exactly why I'm getting this fight, because they think they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
just sweep me
But it
under
was
the
gonna be
rug.
one
And
fight.
I was like, baby, this is a chance I've been waiting for all these years. I want
Yes.
it. Was an immediate yes on my end. Like, oh,
Yes.
you want to fight her? I was like, where do I sign here? Where's the paperwork? Let's go.
And I'm not talking specific. I'm not talking about Alexis's situation per se. I've been doing this for
Yeah,
gosh now 2026 for 26 years.
yeah,
So the business, like she said, is very cutthroat. And the
yeah.
thing is, it is who you know, it's who you align yourself with. Your manager, your promoter. Does your manager have a good relationship with promoters? Does your promoters have TV time? Are they wanting to build you, or does your manager just want to have a boxer that fights, and oh, I'm a manager, and this is my boxer. Those things are so very important, but whenever you're first starting out, people don't know this. People don't know these things that happen. And so sometimes, and like I said, I'm not saying that that's exactly your situation, but there are people like you that have these upside down records because of that. We
Yeah.
know Chicken, Shredder Metcalf, same thing. In the beginning, she had a very upside down record until you straighten it out and you get with the right people and the right team. And I'm so happy that you finally did that, and that you did make some hard choices, which I'm sure they were, because they're never easy, but you're the boss. The boxers have to realize they are the boss. It is their career. And I'm so glad that y'all were given this opportunity. It was so funny because when I saw the flyer, I had seen, so because I know you as Alexis Moniz, right? And I saw Alexis Araiza, and I was like, "That's Alexis. That's Alexis. Oh my God, that's Alexis. Hell yeah, And I was just so hyped, and I just knew, because obviously we're from the same area, and I see you in sparring, and I see your grit, and I know you have power, and I know how hard you work and how committed you are. So I was just like, hell yeah, I gotta be there. I definitely gotta be there.
Yeah. Yeah, this was definitely It was definitely the best camp. I think officially we took the fight on 4 weeks, but we were already in the gym, we were already working. And it was the best camp because I made weight so easy, which was crazy. Everything just worked out. I was already in the gym, right? You stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
So I can say it was the best, but wasn't the probably the best part. It was a little tough. I spent most of the camp sick, and then I was sick, and then finally, when I knew, I was like, all right, something's going on. I had a sinus infection. Camp was really tough. When you have a sinus infection and you're sparring and
Yes.
working out, it was really tough spending pretty much the entire camp sick. But at the end of the day, most fighters, we all have these stories of what went wrong in camp, or maybe everything went great and then the last second something happened.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my camps, my last fight, I got hurt the week before the fight. And then, like days before the fight, my lady time came. Mother Nature
Yeah.
came to visit.
Yeah.
So there's always something that usually happens. That's life. Like we can't. There's a lot of things that are out of our control. So, the camp was great. It was really tough, but one isn't camp. But I mean, we worked through it. There's blood and boogers everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even in the fight, there was blood and boogers everywhere. But it was great though.
You just
Yeah, it was
keep
everywhere.
going. Keep going. Something that I personally is kind of a pet peeve to me is and Nayka knows this too. It's probably for her too. We've talked about it. When somebody loses and then they make all these excuses, it takes away from the person that won. That is something that I just can't respect. Just like you said, you all go through things. There's always something going on, but you know I knew that you weren't gonna lose, but had you're not gonna make excuses. Oh, well, I had a sinus infection and blah blah blah. It is what it is. Something that bothered me was, oh well, she had a baby and this and that. Well, she knew she had a baby. You have kids.
Yeah.
Mother fighting mother. you know um how did you feel whenever you started hearing the excuses? Did you feel like it took away from your success?
No, not at all. I mean, I felt like, in a way, it was almost valid, right? Because having a kid and all of that stuff is really tough. But I think when you look back, at her specifically, or just anyone in general, right? If we just talk about anyone in general, who makes excuses. One, my thing is that your normal character?
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you lose, do you make excuses or do you take accountability? So
Yeah.
one, I think we have to take into consideration. Some people are just gonna have an excuse no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna just be like, well, she was just better, or
Right,
they
which would
just
be
can't.
the honorable thing to do.
Right. So even when I saw stuff, no, I'm gonna be honest. It's like even before the fight, like I knew what it was going in, and even afterwards, I was like taking the fight for me, it was a win-win. It was a win-win situation. No
Yeah.
matter what,
Yeah.
I was gonna win.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Even, of course, obviously, I'm always gonna fight and think I'm expecting to win. I'm going to win. That I'm not. I don't fight because it's a hobby, and I don't fight because, and I mean this in the best way possible. But I don't fight because I just desperately need money. I
Mm-hmm.
work a full-time job. I'd like to say, and it's a really good job. It's I don't fight because I have to. I fight because I want to, because I have a passion for the sport, and it's on me to get better. And
Yeah.
you can't, but that's I think that's the difference in some people, and everyone fights for different reasons. But I think when you actually see fighters who have an IQ in the ring, it also speaks to have an IQ outside of the ring, right? So
Absolutely.
I have an IQ in the ring, and when I'm outside of the ring, all I can do is how can I get better? And I don't
Mm-hmm.
think everyone has that gift or maybe that tool. So I think that plays a lot into why maybe people make excuses or this or that. At the end of the day, you lost, get back to the drawing board and just do better. If what if what you're doing is
Seriously.
not working, if what you're doing is not working, figure it out and do something different. Like
Yeah.
what else do you do?
So I have a question
Humility
for
is a
you.
lost art, that's for sure.
So you said you took the fight in with 4 weeks notice. So was there like another opponent that dropped out, or they just 4 weeks?
Um,
Was they were trying to catch you slipping for real? They were really were trying to like set everything up in her favor.
Hmm.
oh
Like
yeah.
4 weeks notice is crazy. They were really trying to catch you slipping. But you know what?
Oh
You went in there and you just
yeah, for sure. I'm sure she knew about the fight for months and months and months. Like,
yes, yes,
that
yes.
was her comeback fight. I'm sure she knew for a
She
while.
knew.
But that's something, right, when you go to the A side versus the B side.
Yeah.
All right, I've had people send me offers maybe 2 months out, 3 months out, and I'm like, heck yeah, yeah, I'll take the fight.
Yeah.
And then we say yes, and then maybe a week goes by, and then we're like, hey, what's going on? Oh, well, they decided to go in a different direction, or they decided they don't want that type of fight. And then a month, 2 months goes by, and 2 weeks or a week before the fight, they're like, oh, hey, do you still want to fight? And it's like, what?
Mind games.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's, people do this. So
Yeah.
that goes back
They want to
to,
catch people slipping. It's
Yeah.
like
yeah, they're always trying for the A side, right? When you're in that position, they're going to try to make it as easy as possible for you to win.
yeah.
So that's something I'm used to. I've been the B side my entire career. I mean, people can debate. I know the real details that, you can't spill because of certain reasons, but, it is what it is.
Yeah. Like you said, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So this
Mhm.
is your homeboy, Alexis Jordan Jones,
Oh, what's up, Jordan?
Nayka's homeboy, my bratty son. He's yeah, okay. Thanks for
He's
tuning in,
too.
Jordan.
He's too.
Thanks for
He's funny. He's a very
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah. She
he can get us drinks
Yeah,
anywhere. Like
quite the
right.
character.
Yes, he is. But yeah, like you said, um, you stay ready so you don't got to get ready. So you know what? Joke's on you. Joke's on you.
Yeah.
You said the fight wasn't on, but guess what? I still stayed in the gym and I'm ready. We had a comment from Ramirez Boxing 24.7. Did MVP give you a contract or an extension? Have they been talking to you about, moving on or a rematch? And, if you can
Uh,
talk about it, anything you can talk about.
so unfortunately, no, right? Now, was I verbally told, oh, yeah, we're definitely going to have you back? Well, definitely, they love the performance and they want me back. Yes, I was verbally told that, but, like, no, was I signed or anything offered? No, I
Mhm.
wasn't. I'm actually signed to a promoter right now, so you know, that would even,
We got to make some noise, Nika. We got to make some
yeah.
noise because, Alexis, we're gonna make some noise because you know what? Your fight was probably, it was like Amanda's fight, your fight. Those two were like they were the most exciting
exciting fight.
firefights
Yeah.
of the whole card.
Yeah. Hey, I was
Like,
a little disappointed I didn't get fight of the night. I really thought we
Yeah,
would.
I wish that she would have got that. I really do.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
that would have been.
I
Because
was
I didn't give a
who
bonus for
got
that shit.
fight of the night? I don't even know.
It was the fight right before 4 hours, the main
Oh,
card.
Han
No,
and
no, on the it was in the undercard, the main
oh,
event.
the guys.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah, they
no,
ended up getting it.
I'm sorry. Nah, I don't know who voted for that, but I sure didn't.
Yeah.
Not that they asked me, but if they would have.
Hey,
But
I would have loved it. I definitely would have. That was a great little payday for sure. They got a
yeah,
big fat
absolutely.
check from it, so I would have loved it. I would have had no complaints at all.
Yeah, I think you deserved it.
No, definitely you do. So so now what? So you go back home, things settle in. Well, you didn't go right back home because at that time when we were in Puerto Rico, Mr. President, wanted to cause some havoc in Venezuela. We were like 600 miles from there. So a lot of flights were canceled.
Yes.
I spent the night in. I wish I would have stayed in Puerto Rico. I spent the night in the airport, and I was like, damn, I could be on the beach right now, but it didn't work out. Whatever. But
Yeah.
you got to have a little bit of a vacation, which was really nice.
Yeah, it was nice. All while stressful, same thing. So
Yeah.
the day of the fight, I'm checking in, and I'm checking in me and coach, and then the
Yep.
other coach is checking in, and then Nathan, my other half, right, who you of course know, he's a fighter as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
He's checking into his flight, and his flight is the one that got canceled. And so we're trying to figure stuff up, and then I was like, "Look, I have to fight today. Like, I just can't handle this. I can't."
No. No.
So
No.
whether it works out, it doesn't. At the end of the day, I'm not leaving you here. So we'll be here together. But great thing is, I have a cousin that lives in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
So we knew we wouldn't be stranded. We would have.
Yes.
So she was gonna come to the fight. We knew we were gonna figure it out. We kind of already knew. We kind of figured, right, because this didn't happen. Whenever he did that was like the day or two before, right? So we already kind of knew it was a
Mm-hmm.
possibility.
Mm-hmm.
So thankfully, we didn't get
Yes.
completely stranded. We drove, right. We rented a car. We drove to where it was, and then when we left, we actually our flight went to Florida, and we got there a little after 10 o'clock at night, and our flight didn't leave till 6 in the morning the next
Oh
day.
my gosh.
It was a first time for everything. First time I was, I spent New Year's not at home, but I was in a foreign, I was like in a totally different country. That was great. So, right, okay, we're like, it's a first time for everything. First time, spending New Year's somewhere else, and, spent the year getting a great win.
And
Yes.
you brought in the new year in the right way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, we have the champ Tierra Brown in the building. She said, I'm
What's
late. I
up?
just finished
Yeah.
sparring.
Oh,
So
she meant business. Yeah.
yes, business first. So I have the greatest picture. I sent it to Alexis and I sent it to Tierra, and I have a greatest picture. We're having breakfast. Tierra and I were having breakfast. Alexis and her team were having breakfast, and Tierra's like, "Come here, Alexis. I want to talk to you for a minute." I got a great picture of that. I thought it was great. Can you did she give you a did she tell you a secret? Did she give you a formula? What did she say to you?
You know, the biggest thing I took away from speaking to her is she was like, go in there and show her absolutely no respect.
Mm-hmm.
Go in there and, like do your thing, right? And it's great to hear because, one, of course, I've never met Tierra, so that was great. Thank you, Christine. So,
Yes.
it's always great to meet other fighters, but when they're champions, it's a little sweeter, right? Because
Yes.
they put in all that hard work.
Yes. They've been
Got
there.
right. They've been there, and
Yes.
they're the ones doing it. So for her to actually speak to me, to give me wisdom, it was amazing. And right, that's the thing with women. It's a good thing that we can actually speak to each other. We
Yes.
can uplift each other. And she was on it. She was like, go in there, show her no respect, do your thing,
Yes.
show them why you belong here.
That's
So
right.
it was great, right? And we kind of knew, of course, to go to the body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So and it's also great to hear when you hear another boxing minded person kind of
Saying the same
that
thing.
thing
You know
that
you're on
you
the right track.
like. Yeah,
It's
yeah, that's what's
confirmation.
up. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
confirmation of like, okay, you do know what you're talking about.
And I
Absolutely.
feel like she kind of had like the same, they try to stack the chips against Tiara too. Her fight with Sky was like short notice too, and she
Mm-hmm.
had just came
Mm-hmm.
off another fight, and she
Yep.
probably took maybe a couple of days off before she started camp again for the Sky fight. So yeah, she was definitely, y'all both came out victorious, so that's great.
Yeah.
I think I
It
had
is.
the same
It is. It
sentiment.
really is. And she agreed. She said you should have definitely gotten fight of the night. Absolutely. We were so blessed. We were guests of Amanda, who we just admire very much, in Jordan, and we were front row and center. And I tell you what, it was electrifying. It was so exciting. And I was just so happy, to see Alexis from my hometown, doing the damn thing. It was beautiful. And then, Raina, who also fought on the card. She fought Amanda. She did a great job too.
Yeah, she
I've
did.
known her since she was 8 years old, and it was great that she got the opportunity and to highlight her talent too. So I was so happy that two. Well, there were three Texas girls, Han too, but you two were the ones that I was just so happy about. But especially you, it's like that winning that was like you won for all of us. You
Yeah.
did, and it was such a beautiful thing. Um, talk about your coaches. I know both of your coaches. And but talk about your coaches. Talk about what they've brought to the table and how they've enriched you and things that are going on and this new journey, this new venture in your career.
So I have Coach Sheldon. He's been a part of the coaching staff for years now. Right, he went from assistant coach to head coach.
Mhm.
He's been head coach for maybe at the least 2 years now, maybe
That's so
more.
good.
Um, but yeah, Coach Sheldon, I think he's one of the unspoken greats of Fort Worth. I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves either.
I agree.
He's he has been coaching and in the boxing game for a very long
Hmm.
time,
Hmm.
and he's had plenty of champions, gone to plenty of nationals, and and had fighters winning and dominating. But it's kind of like that unspoken thing where I don't think where he's gotten the credit that he deserved at all.
Yeah,
So yes, I have Coach Sheldon, great coach. He's very big on technique and staying tight, and so that's where his true, I feel like the art of boxing comes from. Is him, right?
that's so great.
He's very just do the technique right, kid. That's all you
Yeah,
have to do.
yeah,
and
yeah.
and he stays on it, and man, of course, Sheldon. He's
Yes,
older guy, but man,
yes. He's
that guy
great.
is fast. When
Yeah.
we're doing drills and stuff, he will pop me in the head. I'll be like, look, coach, oh, don't ever let anyone tell you you're slowing down, because
Yeah.
he's so sharp, and he keeps me and Nathan
Yeah,
beyond
on it.
Chris. That's definitely where our technique and our sharpness comes. And then, right, we are at a new gym. We're at a FHG now.
Yes, that's
So we
a great
also
gym.
also
Love them.
have Ray as well. He's coach and cut man, right? He does it all.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I know how
and
that is.
we have and well from AFHG. He just couldn't make it. So yeah, Ray, man, he's been great. Like, he's been nothing but great. He's been super, respectful of the team, right? It's
Yeah,
his gym, but he welcomed us with open arms,
that's
and kind
wonderful.
of, and in a sense, kind of like step back, like, you guys are
Yeah,
welcome. You're welcome in my gym.
right.
But he
Do
he
your
let us
thing. Yeah,
get comfortable with each other, and we started out, and then everybody just kind of meshed.
that's so
So
good.
the whole gym has welcomed us with open arms, so it's really great. And in FHG, they have that just fighter, that
Mm-hmm.
the mentality, right?
Yeah.
And so that's helped also, right? Is you have the technique, but you have the get in there and fight.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah, and the support.
the support, which I've really enjoyed too, is
Mm,
they're, hey, step on the gas. Step
yeah,
on the gas and don't let off. So I think it's been a really great mesh for sure.
that
Um
is so good.
yeah, the whole team.
Tierra said, "You made so many fans. Me, me, me. I'm a fangirl as well. I cannot wait to see you fight again." Tierra, we
Yeah.
gotta talk to MVP Tierra because they verbally said that they were gonna put her on, but we need to make some noise. We need to see her back on the big stage too. Both of y'all. We need to see both of y'all.
That would be great.
Definitely on the big stage. I will say, from seeing you over the years and your evolution, that this is definitely the best that I've ever seen, and I can so see
Yeah.
how Coach Sheldon has really, really put his mark on you. And not only that, but it takes a fighter, a boxer, to listen and follow instruction. So it goes both ways. You can have a great coach, but the fighter doesn't do what you say. And you can have a great boxer, but the coach doesn't know what they're doing. So I see y'all both coming together and doing greatness, and I think it's just fabulous. I was so excited. That is the best I ever saw you. You pedal to the metal. You did not let up. Changing your levels, changing your angles. I don't think I could have screamed any louder, than I was.
Yeah, it was exciting. I totally agree, right? And that's a whole nother story in itself. But
Yes.
my journey in boxing has been very rough, right, to say the least.
Yes.
So
Yes.
to finally go out there and perform, and the people, right, that y'all see me spar, right? Everyone
Yeah.
has seen me spar, and
Yeah.
I've gone out there and I've destroyed people in
Yes.
sparring, right? But I never felt like the person in that sparring had ever came out in a fight.
Yeah.
No, I would
Yeah.
go in there and I would fight, and but I never, I just felt like, for whatever reason it is, I felt like I was getting better each fight, but I never felt like that. The chick that's in the gym is the one that everyone was getting to see, and I think with this
Yes.
fight is finally the first time that the real Alexis came out, and
Absolutely.
and it was amazing, even being in the fight and just sitting there, even in the moment. I was like this is freaking great. Like this is it. This is the moment. It was very surreal feeling in the fight, and even after the fight, like oh shit, like I was actually out there on the
I
world stage
did it. I did
fighting
it.
fighting a world champion, and I did it. Like I was out
Yeah.
there, touching and moving, and so I was like, it felt great, and it still feels great that
Yes.
the world people actually got to see the Alexis that they've been seeing in the
Yeah,
gym.
and sparring. Yeah, for sure. No,
Yeah.
I totally agree. And I'm so happy. Hasiel said he could hear me screaming on the broadcast. I bet you could, because I got a big mouth. I got a big mouth. I got a big
Yeah,
mouth.
when you go back and watch it, yeah, you can hear you for sure.
I was like, oh my God. It was amazing. It was amazing. But are you on X? Twitter X?
I was like, I have no clue what that is, so no.
Okay, Twitter. Are you on Twitter?
That sounds like
No,
a that sounds
no.
like a porn site.
Alexis, listen, you got to get on there, because we have to keep tagging you, and everybody's going to be tagging you, and we're going to be tagging Jake, and we're going to be tagging MVP, because we need to demand that we see you on the big stage again. We got to
That'd
demand
be
it. We're
great.
going to
I love
demand
it.
it.
That's where
Everybody
all the
that's
noise
watching.
really happens, is on Twitter. With boxing, like the
Yes.
noise really happens on Twitter.
Yes, it does.
And you need to make an account on Twitter.
Yes.
They
You
call
know,
it X now, but it's Twitter.
I have to see. I'm like, what is that? I don't know. I
Twitter.
don't know. For whatever reason, I've never had a Twitter. I
Okay, you got to get it. You got to get it, because we're going to be making some noise. Tara said, I have no idea how to reply to people on here. Just Oh, Twitter is wild. Twitter is wild. Listen,
Oh yeah, so
that's
let me
what.
give a disclaimer. Twitter,
Yeah,
like said,
break
Twitter.
it down to her.
Yeah, no, let me give you a disclaimer. Twitter is wild, and there are a lot of trolls that will try to, you know, you gotta have thick skin too, because they don't care. These
Yeah.
people are so miserable. There's a lot of people that are very miserable, and their entire existence is to piss a boxer off just to get a reply.
And they
But
get
I
them.
do feel like it does, like ignite a couple of fights to happen on there, because
Mhm.
boxers interact on there, and the
Yes.
fans jump in and say something, and it makes so that's why I feel like it's a good and a bad, but you definitely should be on Twitter
Yeah.
for
Once I
fights.
I needed to get
Yeah.
on Twitter. I
Because
was like,
that's
after my
where you see everything brewing on there. You see all the fights being made on there. It's crazy. It's unofficial, but the fights are being made. Boxers talking back and forth, fans talking to boxers, boxers talking to the fans, and I'm telling you, get on there, and we're gonna be pushing this. We're gonna be tagging Jake Paul. We're gonna be tagging Amanda. We're gonna be tagging MVP. Like, we demand to see you again, because you did amazing. You put on a show, and I'm not just saying that because you're from my town and I know you. It's because you really did the damn thing.
Yeah.
So, and you deserve to be seen again, and we deserve to see you again. Really,
Yeah.
let's just get real. We want to see you again.
That
But
was the whole to get on there. Was the goal was to get on there, use it to show out, and hopefully open up those doors. So that's what we're hoping for too.
yes, no, absolutely. And we, like I said, we definitely want to see you again. So let us know, what do you have, what are the plans? What are the next steps? Have you heard anything? Are you hearing anything that you can talk about? What is next for you?
So as of right now, I don't have anything lined up. I haven't really heard anything. Um, so that does suck. Um, I felt like I went and put on this great huge performance
Yeah,
and had expected like doors to boom, just start
sure.
slamming
But you know,
open.
because there wasn't in the plans for you to win.
Yeah.
You know.
So mhm,
Now they're thinking twice.
twice, yeah.
Do we want to call her? Because we might lose.
Yeah. So
That's
before,
what it is.
and it was already so hard, so the last 2 years, right? I had one fight a year, which was already terrible. And it would be right. I take fights and then they turn it down. So now, I'm sure if I would have lost, people would call me left and right,
Oh, for sure.
offering fights, but I didn't. So it sucks a little bit, but I'm gonna, stay positive
Yes.
and stay in the gym and just know it's coming. Right. I've been waiting for that big chance and it came, but definitely, it's obviously not a question if I'll accept a fight because I think I've proven my entire record shows I don't care. I
Yeah.
mean, I'll fight. I really don't care. So it's just, staying patient and waiting for the right fights. Because of course I have been offered fights that I'm just like, "Pff, absolutely not. Like, why would I go up 2 weight classes? Like, I can't even get fights at the real weight class that I want to. I'm not
Right.
gonna go
No,
up
no. You
two,
you
three
got,
weight
it's about you. It's not about them. It's about your
Yeah.
benefit, not them.
So,
Don't ever do it for their benefit. Do it for you.
yes. So
That's
definitely, yeah, with my record and what back to what we are talking, I have definitely learned a lot and
mm,
I definitely do know how to say no and people can think what they want, but
yes.
I mean the reward has to be worth more than the risk. And I've taken so many risks in my
Yes.
career
Yes.
and some have paid off and some definitely happened. A lot of highway robberies, a lot of
Yes.
has happened, but what can you do? It's done and over with. Move forward, right? So as of right now, I'm waiting, but I'm gonna stay positive and right. I have a promoter, so hope he got me that opportunity. So
Hmm.
hopefully now we can go in that direction now. Hopefully moving forward that he will line me up so I can get more wins, so I can actually go to 115 where I want to be.
Hmm. Hmm.
Get a bunch, maybe get a couple of wins this year and challenge for a title at 115.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
fought at 118, but I want to be at 115, and this has been a thing that I've
And you
been
should.
trying.
You
And
should.
right, even in my fight, I may have been taller than her, but you could definitely see I was leaner and
A-
smaller than her.
Absolutely.
Right, so I would definitely love to go up to 115 and get some fights in and go for some belts. Who doesn't want to be a world champion, an
Exactly.
undisputed champion? So hey, 115 girls, so let me know. I'm here. I'm ready. You
I'm going to
get a
give you
go
some
out of me.
advice. I'm going to give you some advice that you did not ask for. And I know
Hmm.
Nike is going to have something to say about this too. Okay. You are very humble, and I think it's amazing. You are. I love the way that you are. I think it's beautiful. It makes you who you are. But it is time for you to call people out by name. Even get a rematch with Ebony. She said that she just had a baby, and that's the reason why she lost. Well, guess what, baby? Let's do it again when your baby's one. I will fight you again. I will fight you again. I will beat you again with a 1 year old. It's like you have to really say, how bad do I want this? You're being respectable, but you're also fighting for what you want, and it's time to start calling people out because closed mouths don't get fed. And that's my advice. Nayka, what you got to say, girl?
If you want me to run your Twitter account, I can get you three. I can get you three fights lined up by tomorrow.
She said, "I
By
got you by
tomorrow,
tomorrow, girl."
there will be a line of people wanting to fight you. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
but we
Yes.
definitely want to see you fight again. So we hope things work out.
Yes.
Yeah, and Chicken. Back to my girl, Chicken. I'm so
Yes.
grateful to have her. I've been friends with her for
Yes.
so long, for so long. And she tells me the same thing all the time. Like, girl, talk your shit. What are
You
you
have
doing?
to. You
And she told
have
me,
to do it.
yeah, and it's
You
like,
have to. You have to pick at those nerves. It's like she said you'll be banned in 30 minutes. Talking about Nike because Nike put it down. No, but Tiara too. You have to admit Tiara. So Tiara had to start doing it too because Tiara is so humble as well.
Yeah.
Y'all let things your talents speak for y'all. But she's like okay, and she started having to like make some noise.
And
You have
I love that little era of Tiara talking shit like that because she is
yeah
very humble. But I do
yes.
love when she talk trash.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
She backed it
And
up.
she gave it right back to Sky,
Yeah.
yeah,
and the
it-
thing is, you have to pick at the nerve. You have to pick at the nerve. Like Ebony's like, I haven't heard from Alexis. I'm not worrying about Alexis. People are gonna forget about Alexis. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna fight somebody else, and they're gonna all forget about it. You know, no, step on her neck. Step on her neck. Okay, so you said you had just had a baby, and this is why this and that. Okay, well, guess what? Let's run it back when your baby's one or whatever. Whatever it is. Crystal said Nayka can run the X. Chicken can teach you how to twerk, and Christine can look over the contracts. Hey, I like
No, but
it.
you see, look, this is Mike over here is another great advice. It says entertainment is part of the business. So talk that
Yes.
smack and bully them. Yeah, because that's why Twitter is kind of great to like make fights because
Yes.
you can talk smack on there and 9 times out of 10 the box is gonna bite on it and y'all gonna go back and forth and then
Yes.
it's gonna start
People
cooking on the
demand
fire.
it. Then they want to
Yeah.
demand. They demand it.
yeah.
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 So it's great advice there.
So we're here if you need us, and if you need any
I
help,
know.
making an account, we're here.
No, I'll probably make an account. I have some
Okay.
work to do to talk some stuff. It's just,
Okay.
it's so hard for me. I'm just,
I get it. I get
yeah.
it. Just be like, okay, Nika, just take it over for like a month. Just do it.
I
It's
promise.
okay.
Look,
You close your eyes.
if
Close your
I run a
eyes.
Fox's Twitter account, I will have no lie, at least 5 fighters wanting to fight you within an hour.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Flights lined up for the rest of the year.
Yes, exactly, exactly. We got you. We got you. Um, Before we let you go, Nika, do you have any last questions for Alexis?
No, I don't have any last questions. I want to see her fight again because
Yeah.
I really feel like that's why I love these kind of stories when people have like fighters have the chips stacked against them,
Mm-hmm.
and it was never in the plans for her to win. They really
Mm-hmm.
was trying to catch her slipping
Yeah.
on like the short notice. Everything was just stacked against her, and she won. And she did she put on a great performance. So I like to see fighters like that keep getting opportunities.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that like Ebony doesn't deserve the shot that she's been getting because she was putting in work on Twitter, like starting
Yeah.
stuff, and she got her fights. But
Yeah.
just like she got many opportunities, I feel like Alexis should get many opportunities as well. She
Absolutely.
beat her, fair and square. Fight her again if you think you could beat her.
That's right. If it was a fluke, let's run it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Alexis Ramirez Boxing 24/7 says, "Do you have any shirts for sale?" So yes, tell us about your social media where people can order merch or find you.
So I'm about to start a Twitter, y'all. So just give me a little bit. But I do have Facebook, right? You can look me up, Alexis Araiza Moniz. I will be honest, probably Instagram is the better way to go right now. I'm definitely way more active on that. And on Instagram, my handle is at Lex underscore likes number two flex. So Lex likes to flex. That's my handle on Instagram. But I'm sure you could just type in my name, Alexis Araiza Moniz, and I'll pop, right? And it's public, so you'll see me flexing and all that good stuff. Once I get this Twitter going, I'll post it to my Instagram. So
Yes.
I can work on my trash talking because it's really bad, y'all. But
Yes.
I will
Yes.
try my best. I'll go
We're
on
here
Chat
for you.
GPT. I'll go on Chat GPT and hey, call out this one girl calling some bad words.
Just reformat it so it doesn't look like Chat GBT.
Yeah, so
No,
no.
I'm better than Chat GPT when
she
it comes
she
to
is.
that.
She
If
really
you want
is.
to say, hey, like I want to fight this girl, you give me like 10 minutes to do some research on her, and then I'll
Yeah.
come back with some trash talk points. Da, 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 da. These
Yeah,
girls are
she
ready to fight
she
you
she really
tomorrow.
will.
They're ready to fight you
Line it
tomorrow.
up.
She
Yeah.
really will. No, she really will do it. And then last thing. So I know that there's a lot of special people in your life that have really been supporting you and that have been there your day ones. Do you want to shout them out?
Oh yeah, definitely. So whew, of course your family. So um family, right? My mom, my dad, right? They've always been there. My family in California, my grandma, my grandpa, my tios, all of my family back home, they've always been so supportive. Um, Truly so thankful for them. They're never stopped being a big part of my life because I'm from California, but we moved, I think, when I was like 7 or 8. But they have always been there, and I'm so grateful for them. That's all the Mexican side of my family is in California, so the whole battalion is down there. So they've been great. My Coach Sheldon, Coach Ray from all of my FHG teammates, all the parents in there, everyone is so supportive. Of course, my other half, Nathaniel Vincent,
We love Nathan.
who is also trying to get fights, and right, I think, and he's having a hard time. He's left-handed, and the dude's
Yeah.
2-0 with 2 KOs.
Yeah.
So he's having a hard time getting fights too. But I mean, yeah, my sister, everybody, from the beginning of the journey to now, right? You sometimes you start out with people you think really have your best interests, and you
Yeah.
find they don't. Sometimes people you just met off the street are more supportive than the people
Absolutely.
that you really thought were there
Facts.
for you. Big shout out to
Facts.
my sparring partners. Abreu and Anguiano, Mulan,
Yeah.
another great DFW fighter,
Yes.
and India, another
India.
great
Yes.
fighter as well. They were my two big sparring partners
I love
leading to
India.
this fight.
Another one with an
So,
upside down record that we got to straighten
hmm
out
Hmm.
yes,
because
so
she is so talented too. Yes.
yeah, I mean they helped me out so much. Those are my two sparring partners, right? Right. Big shout out to Chicken. I've already said her name how many
Yes.
times already. But yeah, I'll say I'm really grateful for the people that I have behind me. And especially in the DFW right now, we have really great female fighters. And
Yes.
I think all of us are, we should be way more than what we are. But it's just so hard, right? When you don't have all the money and the politics behind you, it's absolutely so hard.
Hmm.
But yeah, all my sponsors, I had a lot of sponsors come out. I had Chicano Sports, I had Rome, I had Mejia Paint, like all my new sponsors. They're great, and half of them were from FHG, the
Fabulous.
new gym that I barely joined, and they've just been great. Like it's
That's
been
beautiful.
awesome.
No, that's beautiful.
Oh,
I love to see it.
let me shout out my promoter, King's Promotions, right? He did get me the fight. Um Hoffman. So, just hopefully we can line things to get going. We can get fights going. We can get me some wins and we can go after a title. That's the biggest goal here.
Absolutely. D Salsa, thanks for making him some money.
I know. I was so mad I did not bet on myself. The
Oh,
odds
you
were
always got to bet on yourself, girl.
I've
You
never
always
well,
got to bet on yourself. That's
the
okay. Lesson learned.
the
Lesson
odds
learned.
were the odds were crazy.
I know you
Odds
could
were
have been
crazy.
like rolling in something new. But
Man,
that's
but
okay. You live and learn. You live and learn.
yeah.
And the rematch, bet on yourself. We got. Let's go ahead. If they don't want to offer you anything, let's go ahead and get that rematch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm ready for it. Well, in a year from now, hey, I wouldn't hope that long, but
Yeah.
but
Right.
whatever, right? I would totally be open to it. I'll go back up to 118 and go ahead and do it even better again. Like I already looked great once. What's gonna happen when we fight again?
Exactly.
Give me a real camp. Give me more than 4 weeks and see what happens.
Okay, so let's do this again because I'm gonna clip this and we're gonna tag everybody that we know on Twitter X. So Give us a message to Ebanie and her people. Give us a message.
Let me know when y'all are ready to run it back. 2 months, 3 months, however long y'all need. I'm ready to run it back. I'll go back up to 118. Give me a real camp too, not just 4 weeks. Let's actually set this up. Just however long y'all need to get better, if that's possible, and just let me know and we'll run it back.
There you go. You hear that, Ebanie? She said, "Let's run it back. Get better
And with
if it's
more
possible."
more than 4 weeks too. Notice
More
that.
than
Yeah,
4 weeks. She's
yeah, a
willing
real
to give
camp.
you another opportunity, Ebanie. She's willing to give you another opportunity. So if I were you, I'd be like, yeah, because let's do it. That's just me.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be a great fight again. We went in there and it was a great fight already, right? She's tough. I'm not gonna sit here and act like she was an easy fight. She wasn't an easy fight. Any person you ever fight is
Yeah,
tough, right?
yeah.
I think it was a great fight. Again, it was fight of the night, so why not do it again?
It was fight of the night for sure.
She
Facts.
can have more time, get ready, feel better, right? Recover better, whatever. And yeah, let's run it back. And let's actually win that bonus money, that fight of the night bonus. Cause hey, I would love to. Because I
Yes.
know my purse was a lot less than her purse. So I would love to make some money for
There you
sure.
go. There you go. I love it. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it, Ebony. Get with your people. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you. I'll see you around, and we definitely have to have you back. Whenever the rematch is made, come on back and let's talk about it.
Yes, man. But we gotta go to another foreign country though.
Yeah, 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 we do. I
Another
don't mind.
foreign
I don't mind
country.
the beach view.
I'm saying I'm right here. Just
Right, right, right.
beautiful,
Exactly.
beautiful.
Exactly. Well, thank you, and we'll talk soon. You take care.
Yes, thank you, ladies. Appreciate y'all for
So
sure.
Thanks
welcome.
for coming
Have a
on.
good night.
Thank you.
Mhm. Let me see.
So that's great. So we're gonna clip that. We're gonna clip that.
Yeah, let's.
Thank you,
She gotta
Tiara.
give me her Twitter for like
No, for real.
just a
No,
day,
for
and
real.
everybody be ready to fight her because I have real boxes that want
Al
to
the
fight me
Pouncer,
too.
she beat my crush. Boy, bye.
I
Boy,
have real
bye.
boxes wanting to fight me too, but you know,
So
I'm behaving.
we had a few people asking us in the chat. Okay, so we got a big fight this weekend. We got a big fight. We have Shakur Stevenson. We have Teofimo Lopez. I'm gonna let you oh, hold on. Oh, what did Tiara say? Okay, you heard it here first, y'all. Tiara says, and tune
Oh,
in tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern on Instagram for some major
Tiara Brown news.
Tierra Brown news.
All right.
Hey, y'all heard it. Tune
Yes,
in, tune in,
yes.
tune in on our Instagram tomorrow. Okay. Okay, we'll definitely be tuned in. And everybody needs to tune in. But the fight this weekend, who do you have and how does it go?
Um,
I mean,
well,
we're gonna put aside the we're not gonna
well, no. I'm not. I think that Shakur is gonna beat Tio. I do. I know we have a big Tio fan in the chat, but I don't give a damn.
yeah.
I feel like Shakur is gonna take him to boxing school, and I really would like to see Tio get his ass beat. So I want to see I want to see him get his
Right.
ass beat. But Tio, he always rises to the occasion. So I feel like Shakur is gonna bring the best out of him. So this is gonna be a good fight. But I
Yeah.
do think Shakur is gonna take it, and I think it's gonna go all rounds. It's gonna go all the way. But I just think that Shakur is gonna beat him. So.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we know like from past fights that Tio does like rise to the occasion whenever he gets in front of somebody that's better opposition. He
Yeah.
does. He rises to the occasion. But we also have seen him where he gets really frustrated and starts questioning his ability and he starts, thinking, can I really do this? Shakur is definitely more technical. He's a better boxer. I don't think that he's gonna sit in the pocket with Tio because he's smarter than that.
Mm-hmm.
Because You know, he knows better. He's smarter than that. Do I think that this is going to be like a super hella exciting fight? No. I think that it's going to be a masterclass, and I think that the only excitement or moments of excitement that we might get is if Tio just happens to clip Shakur a little bit. I'm not saying that Shakur can't stop Tio. I don't know what kind of condition Tio's in. If Shakur, you know, continues to like touch his body or, you know, place punches right, you know, he might drop him. I don't know. But I think that we're gonna just see a masterclass. That's what I think. I think that there'll be moments of excitement, but for the most part, it's gonna be just a masterclass.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just me. Oh, HOD said, "Pobrecito Shakur." Oh, okay, whatever. Is going to get whooped bad. Get the tissue ready for La Nena. Okay, so I mean, I don't bet, but HOD, I mean, I got $1. You know what I'm saying? I got $1.
Who's
You got
gonna
$1?
who's gonna cry? Because nobody's
Yeah, nobody's crying.
I can
Nobody's crying.
guarantee you, no matter who wins that fight or who's like
Right,
about it.
right, right,
I can
right.
promise that. I can definitely
Yeah,
promise you that. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So, I got $1. Don't disappear. You know, on Sunday, Saturday night, Sunday, whenever your guy gets beat. You know, but D-Style said he got $1 too. You know, I got $1. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But before we get out of here, and like Nayka said earlier, this is the first show of the year, and
Yeah, it
it was
is.
great.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. So last words, Nayka, last words.
You know, I've been chilling off like Twitter as much, so everybody's like be checking on me, and thanks for people checking on me. But I'm good. I just really they've been doing some weird stuff on Twitter where like people's pictures and like with that Grok stuff. People
Oh
don't care.
gosh.
These
Yeah.
creeps, they just do some weird shit, man. I tell you. So I just really been chilling off of there. But I'm good, and I want everybody to like hope everybody's years came off or started very well and is going great. Stay safe, drink water, mind your business, don't fuck with me, leave me alone.
They better know better.
Yeah, all that good stuff. But I hope we get some good fights this weekend. I hope they are like what we are expecting. I feel like we're gonna get some good fights. So
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm tuned in.
Yeah, thanks guys. We love our chat and we're so glad to be back. I was so glad to see Nika's beautiful face. We miss Crystal, but you know, God willing, she'll be with us next Wednesday. And we love to love you. Until next Wednesday. Peace.
Bye.